Welcome to Key to the Game podcast. This is episode 3. I'm your host Key. I got my co-host Tank here.
Alright, what's going on? It's Tank. It's my first episode being on the show.
Yeah, he been gone.
Missed a few too. I missed the first 2. And but I'm here, man. I ain't gonna miss no more.
And we got our star guest today, Greg PlayStation Johnson, man. Tell the people about yourself, man.
Harlem, New York. Best handle in the world.
Okay, let's start there then.
PlayStation, brand name.
Yes, it was.
Let's start there then.
Let's start right
How
there.
you got the name PlayStation?
I got it from Al Cash. When I was playing for ABCD, we had a back to school tournament. That's when they first started the back to school. And Al Cash from Rucker was the announcer. He gave me the name PlayStation because of the way I was dribbling and the tricks I was doing.
And how old were you at the time?
I was 11 years old at the time.
11 years old. That's tough. That's
you,
tough.
At that time, shit, I mean, you gotta be like one of the first ones with a real nickname, like that's not associated with their name.
I was the youngest in Rucker history to ever get a nickname. The only 11-year-old ever in the world to get a nickname from Rucker.
Nah, yeah, that's tough, man.
tough.
So, how you started playing basketball? Like, what made you get into basketball?
My father used to play basketball, so when I was little, there was always a ball around. My grandmother used to always roll. I used to roll the ball with my grandmother. My father was the one. He played basketball, high school. He played with Moe Hicks.
Okay.
Moe Hicks was a cool friend of his, so he really played.
No, that's what's up. That's what's up. And what you started off at Mount Carmel, or you was in a different school before prior to going to Mount Carmel?
So I lived in the Bronx, but my father lived in Harlem.
You really a Bronx dude, then?
No. I'm from Harlem for real. That's Harlem shit is for real.
Yeah.
Look, well, my mom lived in the Bronx. My grandma lived in Harlem. My father lived in Harlem. But just ask me.
Well,
How you got them on Carmel?
yeah.
Oh, I went to school in the Bronx from kindergarten to 5th grade. And my grandmother moved back to the Bronx when I was 8. And then when I was 10, she moved back to Harlem on 143rd and Lenox. And I moved with her.
All right, and this Lovey you talking about, right?
Yeah, Lovey.
Great lady, man. Rest her soul, man. That was a great lady.
So like when you got them on Carmel, I'm guessing that had to be like, 'cause at this time they're already who they all have like a middle school. Everybody know. If you don't know, Mount Carmel is one of the biggest middle schools in the city. From like the early '90s, basically to like when I guess Key and them probably be like the last class of like
probably like
basketball
right after me. Yeah.
And I mean like how you went there, like I mean you ain't just say
So
Mount Carmel. I know they wanted you to
it was a guy when I this summer when I was about 11, 12, 11. It was a guy watching me. His name was Rodney Johnson.
Okay.
And he had the coaches from Mount Carmel come see me play and Save the Children tournament.
Okay.
At the time, I was trying to figure out, because I wanted to stay down here, I needed a school to go to. And they all fell in place because they gave me the opportunity, they gave me a little scholarship to go. They came to my game, they liked what they saw. And that's how I got in Mount Carmel, man.
who were some of the players that you was in Mount Carmel with?
Keedron Clark.
Okay, Kiki, shout out to you.
Yeah.
Steve Burt.
Definitely shout out to you.
My man Devon Folks. Tariq Atkins.
Okay.
Oh, Tariq was tough.
Desmond, I forgot his last name. Arturo, the voice. My man Chris Powell, he passed away.
Wow.
Kevin Winter, Mike Franklin,
Okay, my friend.
Jarrell Mills, Cody Oliver.
Okay.
Damn, Cody was with y'all?
Yeah.
Bottom of the line, them niggas was loaded.
It was a lot. I can't name one because
I ain't gonna lie, y'all motherfuckers was loaded.
Loaded.
Yeah, but see, when I went in 6th grade, so when I went in my class, it was me, Mike Franklin, Kevin Winter, Shannon Bobbitt. That's what that was about it.
So I know at the time Mike Frank had a big low rep at the time going into middle school. I gotta ask, who had the bigger rep when he came into school? You or Mike Frank? Because Mike at the time was like,
yeah, I heard at some points he was #1 in the city for his grade. You was #1 in the city for your.
So was y'all same grade or?
Yeah, we was in the same class.
Okay, gotcha. Same class. Same class.
I was ranked #3 in the country.
Okay.
So my shit was totally different from his. He was ranked
Humbly, like JT said, like JT said, humbly.
Yeah, humbly. That's my favorite word too. I should copyright it. Humbly, I was ranked number 3 in the country. Cause at that time I was playing with Gauchos. Me, Mike Franklin, and Kevin Winter. We was playing with Gauchos.
Okay.
And they went to AAU trip, and we had a playoff game with Markham. I stayed, and I had 38 points. That's the only reason I got ranked number 3 in the country.
So at the time when I was in Montgomery, they didn't have JV and Voss. I know they had JV and Voss when you was at Montgomery, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And
So
I heard you was the only 6th grader to play Voss or something like that.
So I played JV.
Okay, so you did play JV.
But I was the only one. Like they had let Mike Franklin, Kevin Winter, they let him suit up, but I was the only one that was like really playing,
getting in the game,
playing.
Gotcha.
Because when I first, it's so funny. Keidron Carr. When I first moved to Harlem, I was coming down with Wee. Wee lived in my block.
Okay,
Coach Wee.
Shout out to Wee. Shout out to Wee.
He lived on my block in the Bronx, and he used to bring me to his block on Hamilton, and I met Kiki, and we played in 45th Rucker together. At
Damn,
12,
that's a hell of a backcourt.
At 12 years old, he was able to shoot the same way like he shot when he stopped playing.
When he was at St. Peter's.
And shit, I know that made their job easy kicking that motherfucker to him.
It's gonna go down every time.
That's it. I already know.
So when they put me in the game, the only thing I do is just dribble, get around people, get everybody involved.
Right.
That was my job. That's easy. That was the easy part, man.
Yeah. Fucking so you graduated from Mount Carmel.
Yes.
And coming out of Mount Carmel, like I said, your name was buzzing crazy.
Okay.
I know you had your pick of the schools you wanted to go to. I heard that you were supposed to go to Rice.
So they was coming when I was in 6th grade. Moe Hicks and my father played together, so they was always cool.
So he assumes he had you.
So yeah. So he was coming. He was coming to my game when I was in 6th grade. So like that's why my situation was a little different. Cause you don't really hear high school coaches coming to see kids in 6th grade at that time.
Yeah, no way.
But yeah, he was coming to see me to go to Rice, but I took my talents to St. Thomas More.
I heard a story before you get to St. Thomas More. I heard a story. D-Lord told me that Moe Hicks came and sat in your crib and told you that you could be the best point guard out of Rice since Andre Barrett.
Yeah, that's true. He said he was trying to tell my grandmother. My grandmother don't know about basketball. She know what looks good.
Right.
You know, she know what if it looks good, look a little flashy. She knows like that. Ooh, but he came. He said I could be the next Andre Barrett if I would have came to Rice. I would have been playing varsity as a freshman.
I always felt this that you see how we got social media era right now.
Oh wow.
I felt like you would have made a lot of fucking money if we had social media era back then, just because of your flashiness of your game, the name PlayStation, NIL deals and all that shit. I think you would have been one of them ones.
I told my mother she had me 20 years too early.
Oh hell yeah, definitely. Definitely.
She had me 25 years too early because if I was, I don't know. Who knows if I was at that time like the little kid Jelly Fam, he reminded me of me. Like
yeah, no, definitely.
He got the biggest.
I agree.
He had the biggest in high school.
Yeah, his following was through the roof.
No other, man.
Shout out to Jelly Fam.
Yeah, shout out to Jelly Fam, the whole Jelly Fam.
Jelly Fam.
The whole Jelly Fam thing, I definitely fuck with it.
Word.
So you go to St. Thomas More. I thought you went to Holderness for 4 years.
I went to St. Thomas More because my man Carl Krauser.
Okay.
Shout out to Carl Krauser.
My man Carl Krauser. I went up there with him, but this was a prep school. A prep school has freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, and postgraduate.
Yes.
That's the difference from a prep school and a boarding school. So I came in as a freshman, so I couldn't play on a postgraduate team.
Okay.
So I came in. This is the funniest thing in America. Watch this. I came in. I came in. I tried out for varsity, right, and I got cut.
Oh shit.
Nobody don't know this. I got cut.
Okay.
The postgraduate coach told me, the guy that cut you, he's an art teacher, and the guy was my art teacher. So I played. So he said, play. Just go ahead, play JV, and just do whatever you want to do. I played JV. I think I had like 50 something. JV, 50 something, right? Now it's varsity. It's a varsity game. I ain't playing. I'm watching. Going to games watching. Now he asking me to play it. The coach that cut me. I said, all right, I played. I played in a tournament with them. It was a weekend tournament.
Okay.
I played a weekend tournament. I had above 30 every game. And I asked him, why you cut me for?
What was his response? I gotta hear this.
Oh, it's older guys on that's supposed to fulfill that.
Politics.
So if I'm coming and playing it, and I'm getting everybody involved, and I'm still scoring, did I do something wrong?
Hell no.
Oh no. Just I said, I think you should just stick to being an art teacher, man. Basketball is not because you don't know about basketball. You should just stick to being an art teacher. That's what you know. He was my art teacher. He was a real good art teacher too. I told him, do what you know. Nah, a horrible coach. No, a great coach because he let you do whatever you want. Because he don't know.
He said he don't know.
Great coach because he let you do what you want.
He's great. He don't know what's going on. You just rocking and rolling.
Listen, for the youngins who trying to hoop, that's not a great coach. I'll tell you that right now. But where you from, where we from, where the coach say go,
yeah.
You can be the best coach in Miami.
Oh yeah, I don't give a fuck. You let me take every shot. You my favorite coach.
That's
Trust
a
and
fact.
believe.
That's definitely a fact, man.
But so.
Oh, St. Thomas More. St. Thomas More, right? So then we had a good season.
Okay.
But I used to always practice with the postgraduate guys.
Who they had?
Carl Krauser.
Shout out to Carl Krauser. If we didn't shout him out already, I think we did.
You give him 2 shout outs. He's tough. Pittsburgh legend.
Yes, definitely.
Damn, I forgot. It was a couple of guys. I forgot their names. But I used to work out with him. He was like really, really tough. He works out every day by himself. You know how in today's world you have trainers and people to pass you the ball.
Right.
He works out by himself. He get his own rebounds, work out, get his own rebounds. Real strong.
Yeah.
He was really dedicated.
He was tough.
And real confident.
You learned a lot from him?
Yeah.
He was one of what I say is like one of your idols, you would say?
Or role models.
Role models.
He was like more like, because when I think of a role model, I think of like.
Or like big bro, little bro, like that.
He was like a big brother, like throwing me under the wing,
showing you what's up,
beating me up and hitting me in my stomach and like making me tougher.
Mm-hmm. So who was like some of the role models as far as basketball that you came up under?
Role models,
or like people who inspired you.
Coach Turtle.
Okay.
Coach Turtle was one of my biggest role models.
Shout out to Turtle, man.
He was one of my biggest role models, Coach Turtle. He always stuck by me, no matter what. Always stuck by me. Always worked on my game. When I worked out, when I worked out with him, man.
We're gonna speak about the workout habits that you had.
Yeah.
Spoke off camera.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, man. But he was one of my role models. But my grandmother, she was just top of line.
Oh yeah, love you.
There we go.
That's what when I think about a role model, I always think about a role model as somebody that I know, not somebody that I don't know. Somebody that when you could be around them, they could teach you.
Right. That's why I said inspired you. Like somebody you might have seen growing up, they hooping. Shit, I want to do this. Or somebody maybe that you probably was chasing. Like you'd be like, everybody come up in the era. Like when I was hooping for my block, man, Key was the nigga right over me. So it wasn't like he inspired me, but that's who I'm chasing. That's who making me want to get where I'm trying to go. So you might have had one of those probably locally, or were you just probably just playing at the time, just running around when you were AAU.
I was just playing because there was so many kids playing basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I was just playing, babe.
So
the kid I was really chasing probably
gotta be somebody.
The first kid.
Yeah, you gonna get it out of him.
Gotta be somebody.
The first kid was Cliffy Clanscale. They say he was the best 4-year-old, the best 4-year-old in the world. They say to me at 4 years old.
That's some like Julian Newman type shit.
He was the first one, and then I wound up playing against him in Rucker. My first time playing in Rucker.
Okay.
I mean, the third game, I wound up playing against him. I played against him in college as well, but
okay.
He went to DePaul.
DePaul, okay. So
I played against him in college too, but he was the first one. Then it was Sebastian. Because when I was number 3 in the country, Sebastian was number 1.
Oh, y'all same class?
Yeah, we was the same class.
Oh, okay.
We was the same class. He was number 1. And then I'm playing at Nike Riverside. I always come late because I don't never like to watch people play.
Definitely talk about that.
And I always got number 3.
I'm guessing that's because of AI.
I come to the game.
Shout out to my man.
I come to the game. I see this kid with number 3. I'm like, yo, Wee, what's up? I'm playing with Coach Wee. He said, no. Gave me a different number.
Hold on, time out. So y'all on the same team?
Me and Sebastian on the same team.
I'd love to see that.
Hey, listen, he had number 3 right. I'm pissed he got number 3 right because I don't know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him throw.
Really?
At that time, it wasn't no social media.
Of course, no social media.
So you hear the name, but
so
you
how
don't
old
know.
are you at this time if you had to guess?
I was in 7th grade.
Okay, so like around 12, 13.
About 12, 13, around there.
Okay.
He threw a behind the back pass from half court. I told him, you can have this number, dog. You can have this number because I'm passing. But he threw a behind the back from half. I said, this
left hand, right
talented.
hand.
There was a left hand behind the back.
See, look, I knew it had to be. He tried something to make you go, oh, hold up.
That was
And I don't get impressed by nobody.
That's why
When I saw that, I said, man, this kid is amazing, dog. I swear to God.
That was the first time you saw a nigga with a boogie button like yours?
Nah, because I could dribble. I'm really shaking people. He's more of a explosive.
Oh.
He's just
So
explosive.
even at that time, he was like that explosive.
Yeah, he was explosive. He was explosive. He could dribble. Nobody's never gonna take the ball. He could dribble, but he could really pass. He was able to see the floor.
I think he was definitely an underrated passer.
He could pass for real. He could pass.
Shout out to Bassie, man.
He could pass. That's my man too.
NYC legend.
Word. That's my guy, Sebastian, man.
So you play at St. Thomas. Who you running with in the summer at AAU? You mentioned Turtle, so I know you was rocking with Abo.
Yeah, so at that time I was about, I went to high school 13, turning 14, I was in high school. I went to St. Thomas More.
Right.
So I had a partial scholarship, and my man Lou Zuckman, he was like my sponsor. He was the one that was taking care of me and helping me out. And Mark Carmel, he got me in the St. Thomas More.
Okay.
But they gave me a partial scholarship, but they didn't want to give me a full scholarship, so we had to get out of there. That's the only reason I went to St. Thomas More. I went to Holderness.
Oh, okay.
So why do they credit you for 4 years at Holderness? Like if you look it up, it's
So
like 4
all right,
years.
so I did 9th grade at St. Thomas More.
Gotcha.
When I went to Holderness, I did my 9th grade year.
Oh, you class.
That's how you
So
end up
that's
in the class
why-
not being with Sebastian.
That's why I said we
Gotcha.
was in the same class.
Gotcha.
That's the only reason I did 4 years at Holderness.
Because I was doing my research and I seen that like, okay, 4 years start at Holderness.
Yeah.
Damn, as a freshman?
Yeah.
It's tough.
Tough.
So fucking alright, so you leave St. Thomas More, heading into Holderness, you on a circuit? Or you just working out that something?
I think I'm coming back. I'm playing with Abyssinian. 14. I'm playing with Abyssinian. 14. Yeah, I'm playing with Abyssinian. I'm playing locally.
Local tournaments.
Yeah, I'm playing locally.
And is that the summer where they do the daily news article on you?
No, that's later.
Yeah,
That's later. Okay.
That's junior year.
So
Okay.
I want to jump back a little bit.
Alright.
We was talking off air earlier, and it was something that I was thinking about when I was coming here. Like this is going to be one of the first questions. I remember at the time, like, he was around my brother,
Yeah, definitely.
best friend D-Law. Shout out to him. He in the building right now.
Yeah, D over there smoking that hookah, man.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I remember this shit because it was crazy. They did like a documentary on you, some guys from Japan.
Yeah.
And I think it was in course with PlayStation, the system game, because your name was already PlayStation. I think they got a hold of it. It was kind of viral when no time when viral wasn't even out, but got a hold of it and basically they made a documentary. Is that true?
Yeah, they made a documentary when I was in the 8th grade.
So was they like following you through middle school, or they just?
It was a short documentary. They were trying to pick somebody from New York.
Gotcha.
And my man Rodney Johnson, when I got me and Mark Carmel, came around again with this.
Shout out to Rodney Johnson.
He came around again with this one, but they only picked me because I had the nickname PlayStation.
Right, it just only fit.
And yeah, they was following me around. It was probably for like a month or two. They was following me all over the place.
Nah, that's what's up, man.
All over.
He was PlayStation you was before ahead of your, you was ahead of your time. Like,
Yes.
to have a motherfucking documentary. What was that? What year would say was that?
8th grade. What would that put you?
13.
99, 98.
That was probably 99.
99.
Yeah, it wasn't. Man, Bassey got his documentary years later. So that goes to tell you.
Anybody who got that footage, man, throw it to us.
Yeah, we need that. We need that.
Okay, there you go.
need that.
I'm just saying, I definitely went to YouTube looking for it.
I got it.
I'm gonna say that. I went to YouTube looking for it.
I got a lot.
Right before I came, that was something that was on my mind.
I got a lot of stuff in the stash that people don't know.
Okay, so we gonna need to get that. We need to get that.
Man.
So that's some of when you were running with Abo. Who were some of the people that you was running into in the city? Because like the city was loaded in your era. Mm-hmm. Who were some of the people you was running into? Who was playing on your team at Abo? Because a lot of people don't know Abo was a local team, but they had a lot of talent.
It was probably me, Arturo the Boys, Louis Makrowski,
okay,
Brian Lang.
Brian Lang, B Lang.
Shit,
That's what I remember.
Them four right there, you could throw them motherfuckers in EYBL and they look good, man.
Yeah, those are my four guys. Like when I played in the city, those three was the three that played with me a lot.
And you who were some of the players you played against in the city?
Probably Russell
Some of the best.
Right.
Ronald Ramon.
Okay.
Or Hollows, man.
Yada Gaines.
Yada.
My man Nuno from Brooklyn.
Oh,
Say his name, Eugene Harvey.
That's my guy. Out of everybody named, that's my man, cause he had the handle for real.
Yeah. Nuno
He had the handle. We played against him at 12 years old. That's the first time I met him. Brooklyn, he was playing with Brooklyn, USA. He had the same handle.
We gonna get into it humbly. Who got the best of who?
Nah, we was going at it.
Yeah, I was going at it.
I never like that.
Let me tell you something. Like my shit's a little different because.
So speak on it.
I could really
Yeah, we ain't holding.
dribble,
Listen, we ain't holding no punches, man.
I could really dribble for real, like, and I never practiced dribbling. This shit was all natural.
Yeah, you got them long ass arms.
Shit is all natural. I never practiced it. Shit is all natural. The shit I was doing, and I don't watch basketball. Like the funny thing, I don't watch basketball.
Yeah, listen,
this is my shit. All my handle that if anybody ever saw me play is off instant. I'm shaking people off instant. Like it's off instant. How I feel. It's off instant. I just learned how to freak it and change my dribbles up and.
Yeah, you had a natural feel for the game. Like that shit don't come to everybody.
No.
You was one of the people that had a natural feel for the game, and that's one of the things that I liked about you.
It's just fun. It was real fun just playing. But the best of me, I don't think nobody got the best of me.
You don't think
Cause
so?
I got a real handle. Them niggas ain't have no handles. These niggas can't dribble. I'm shaking niggas for real. I'm really shifting niggas from this side all the way over there. I'm making niggas shift.
I mean,
man.
at the time you got Bassey that you probably got to run into.
Yeah, I'm making him shift too.
Yeah,
You know?
all right, yeah, that's the talk I want.
You know, I make niggas shift. They know they ain't. If they say anything wrong, they gonna say he can really dribble. He make niggas shift. They gonna say that. I ain't lying.
And pass. I loved your pass.
Yeah. I think he was a very
You put you around some talent. I think you're gonna get the best out of the people that you're playing with. You gonna make them look
Make
really
them
good.
make them look real good. Make them look better. Make them better.
So now jumping from there, so you're running around the city. That's the year that you're going to Holderness, correct?
Yes.
So now you're in Holderness. This your first year there. You're redoing your freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
How does your second freshman year pan out at Holderness that year?
So now I'm at Holderness. It's totally different because you gotta go. You got classes from Monday through Saturday. You gotta play You gotta play 3 sports. You gotta play 3 sports. So when I got up there, I was playing football, but I always played football and baseball when I lived in the Bronx.
Okay.
So I had to play when I first got there. I had to play football, then basketball, then baseball. So I had to play 3 sports. It was totally different from my last high school when I'm just playing basketball all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not in the city no more. You in New Hampshire.
Yeah, I'm all the way in New Hampshire.
So speak about that life. Like how was it?
Right.
Like basically living in New Hampshire because you boarding school.
It's totally different. I'm the only black kid in my class.
I'm guessing there ain't too many black people in the school. Period.
It's not too many black people in New Hampshire like that.
Right.
It's a totally dominated white.
Yeah.
Great people up there. Great people. really welcoming. But it was just, I would like, wherever I go, it's easy for me to adapt. So I just adapt. One thing I cared about was just playing basketball. So I was waiting for the basketball season to come around. I know everybody go, once I play, they go love what they see. That's the thing.
I get that.
Once basketball came around, they gonna love me. So basketball came around,
And they love what they saw?
they love what they saw.
That's it.
So how did your freshman year go?
It went okay. That I remember. It went okay.
Okay.
It went okay. It was me, my man Isaac Diggs. He lived around the corner from me, 144.
Okay.
And my man Ryan Howard. He was a big man. It was only us three, my freshman year.
In the beginning.
In the beginning.
So when does G-Dot come into play?
G-Dot came my junior year.
Okay.
G-Dot, I got a headlock for you too, man. You owe me $100 for my bet. You want to hear about that shit?
G-Dot, yeah.
That motherfucker G-Dot told me he was top 100 in the nation his senior year. I said, G-Dot, I'm a basketball fiend. I know you wasn't top 100 in the nation. He said, let's bet. That's your brother. So, all right, let's bet. We bet it. We went to Hoop Scoop. He said go to Hoop Scoop. We went to Hoop Scoop. His name wasn't there. He left the chat. I said, yo, goddamn, I'm never going to see G-Dot.
Oh, G-Dot.
And that was the thing at the time, right? When I was in the break number 3 in the country, that was on Hoop Scoop. I'm surprised y'all know it.
Yeah.
My era probably was the last era of
era,
Hoop Scoop and NYC NJ Hoops.
That was the number one ranking site.
Before ESPN. It wasn't no ESPN.
ESPN.
Ever.
I remember.
And it was hard to get it. So you had to have a membership to get on that site. To get that.
Yeah, like they give you like preview of the rankings. You don't see everything.
Yeah, because they usually rank 150 people. They rank a lot of motherfuckers, and they do city rankings, country rankings, all that. Shout out to Hoop Scoop, man. They still going too, but I ain't getting no motherfucking membership though. They still going. So you play your freshman year at Holderness, and you come back that summer. Is this the summer that you jump on the AAU scene?
Yeah, I played with this summer. I stayed in New Hampshire.
Okay.
And y'all probably know the kid, Chris Brickley.
Okay. Chris Brickley. Okay.
So when I stayed in New Hampshire this summer, I played on his high school team.
Wow, that's news to me.
Wow. When I played on he was the point guard.
Oh, y'all was together. I'm thinking, Brickley not that old.
He around my age. I played in high school. I took his spot. And that was the funny thing is, I go to Vegas with them. This is why I'm there. I go to Vegas. My first game I played against Sebastian. Word.
How
it went good for me, but my team couldn't hold up because it was against Juice.
Okay. Juice All-Star.
Juice All-Star. So they was a little scared.
So you ain't had no killers with you?
Nah.
See, you the only one
I had my man Chad Millard. He went to Louisville.
Okay.
I had me and him and Dag. Oh man, he was a big man, yo. He was a big man. I forgot his name. His brother. Oh man, I forgot his name. He was good. He was good.
Okay.
He was real good.
And so y'all go to Vegas. How y'all do? Besides playing against Bassie, how y'all do in Vegas?
I think we went 2-2 probably.
Oh, 2-2. Okay, it's a short tournament weekend.
Yeah, cause you
this wasn't Super 64.
Yeah, Super 64. But you only played 4 games. It's a week. You
gotta get it out the bracket. You gotta get out your pool.
Right? You out there for a week. You out there for a week. So in bracket you play about 4 games. And it determines where you go. But we went 2-2 in the bracket. And after that, I don't remember.
Is there any recruiting going on yet, or it's not?
I was about to get into that because for you to be so popular, I want to ask because nowadays these kids getting offers in 6th grade, 7th grade.
Or was it already recruited? Since to piggyback off Key, was it already people already interested when you went to St. Thomas More first year Holderness, or it's still light right now?
I think it was still light.
Okay, still light.
If I was probably, I think it was still light. I really don't remember. Okay. I think it was still light. It was still light at that time.
Gotcha, still light.
I got offers though. Okay. I don't remember from who though.
So your 9th grade, when you were class, you played your 9th grade year. You played AAU with Chris Brickley team.
Yeah.
Do you go to any camps that summer? When do the camps come in?
I think I went to 5-star.
Okay.
The last session of 5-star is always the best. I went to 5-star last session that year as well.
Okay.
And how you do that?
I did great out there.
You got a smirk on your face, man. So you want to tell us?
Yeah. It's so funny. I'm always running into Kiki, so he was there as well.
Right.
And they do a dribbling thing. And
that's right up your alley.
So the whole camp is there. They all around you, and they like, oh, anybody know somebody that got a handle? And he set me up. Threw me in the fire because I was just sitting down watching, and then I made Elijah Ingram. I made him fall.
That's the one that Elijah Ingram used to run with the. Oh no, I thought it was the one that ran with the Mustangs.
He went to St. John. He went to St. John's University. Made him fall, man. Made him slide on the floor. Word, like
that was the highlight of the camp.
Like he was playing baseball. Yeah.
Oh man, he was diving for second base.
Yeah, man.
Who else was out there with y'all? I hear a lot about 5-star. Y'all ever that shit was like.
It was everybody that was in the city that was like a big name that was good. They was there.
Yeah.
They was there.
Like if you ain't at ABCD or one of those 5-stars,
because like Kiki's like he's a year older than me, but he's 2 grades ahead of me.
Okay.
I got you.
So that's how it is with me and him.
And you was playing there. You was playing like in their because I know it go by like NBA, NCAA, or something like that.
Yeah, it goes something.
You was playing in they basically they.
I was playing under them.
Oh, you was playing under them. Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was playing under them. That freshman. Yeah, I was playing under them.
Like I'm guessing if you were freshman there, you got to be a junior. To senior year.
Yeah, him, Dion Merrick. Yeah, they was all there. It was big time.
Nah, that's what's up, man. So it seemed like you already had the buzz, but it seemed like that summer it was like, would you call that your coming out party? Or is it another summer that you feel is your coming out party?
National.
I think
Ravens.
I think my coming out party is my coming out party is probably when I turn 15.
What happens then?
That was the next summer. So
in the sophomore year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna get into that. Let's go to Holderness though. We ain't gonna skip over Holderness your sophomore year at Holderness.
Sophomore year, it was me. It was sophomore year. Every year, it got better.
Gotcha.
But my last 2 years was what it was. But my sophomore year, we had a good record.
Okay.
We had a good record my sophomore year.
I was reading up on some things I see at the triple double in the championship game, some shit like that, or Final Four, one of them two like that.
Yeah, probably my junior year.
Yeah, I think it was junior year, something like that.
Yeah, I'm the only person in Holderness history
Yeah, triple double.
to get the national championship, MVP both times. Every championship in the school for basketball, I got MVP.
So you the man. That's your shit.
You walking that shit.
And they don't know you played with a motherfucker that went to Duke there.
Yeah. My man Martinez Patus, he went to Duke from there. Him and G-Dot came in my junior year. He came in my junior year.
I remember because you know me and your little cousin Kurt Christian. Shout out to my brother Kurt, man.
Shout out to Kurt.
You know that's like one of my best friends.
Definitely.
I remember we used to be in Lovey House and shit. And you came there one day. You was just telling us about it. You like, yeah, dude got 4 fingers or some shit like that.
Yeah, he got 9 fingers.
Okay.
He right-handed.
You was telling me how you jump out the gym.
Jump out the moon. jump out the moon. That's how he jumped. Throwing him and G-Dot alleys. G-Dot could jump too.
So it's safe to say your junior and senior years when Holderness became.
Yeah, we came together then. It was over. We got some people. Because I still got my man Ryan Howard. He was a big man, mega athletic. Throw him at it, throw it, catching it backwards. We got G-Dot, me, him, and we just had like a kid that just played basketball. He wasn't really recruited or nothing. It came together.
Gotcha. But he knew what he was doing type shit?
He knew what he was doing.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
He knew what he was doing.
Sometimes you just gotta know what you're doing.
Yeah, you the fifth man.
Sometimes you
don't
gotta
make
know
no
what you're doing
mistakes,
out there,
man.
He played his role very well. Never complained. He was happy to be there. He was doing his thing too.
Yeah, I told you. Winning covers everything.
That's
when you winning, how can you complain?
It's a selfish motherfucker if you are.
Facts. So after your sophomore year, you play with the Ravens that year?
Or was that
Because we're gonna get into the Ravens. I remember you playing with the Ravens too.
I played with the Ravens.
He
got sophomore going into
D-Lo, what's up, man? When he played?
I played with the Ravens, I think, in the sophomore.
Going into the junior. Okay, so that's about the timeline we're doing right now. So after sophomore, going to summer.
You played with me last year, 11 and 12.
Yeah, because...
Look, he played so much basketball.
It's crazy. I told you that's why I need him here. It's crazy because when I was 15, once I turned 15, I never played my age group again.
So you played up.
So when I was 15, I played 18 and under with Abyssinian. So I played in the city with Abyssinian and I traveled with the Ravens.
Gotcha.
So I'll be having to try to remember the timeline.
Right.
But yeah, that.
Who was on that team with the Ravens? B. Langdon was with you there too?
Yeah, it was me, B. Lane, Gavin Grant, Ricky Torres, Frank Elegar, Chris Bethel. These my guys, man. Rich Jackson.
All St. Ray's, motherfuckers.
Well, I'm the only one that year that didn't go the same way. So it was just like when I played with Chris Brickley High School team. I did the same thing there. I took somebody's spot there too.
Yeah, you had to. All them motherfuckers. I know you wasn't trying to play the bench.
That's right.
He said,
man,
who spot you took? We ain't gonna skip over that. Who spot you took?
Stand on business. Stand on business.
Stand on the business, man.
Stand on business.
I took
Let's go right to it. He's somebody. He had to be somebody.
Was Rich?
Rich?
Nah, it was before Rich.
Oh, you took Rich spot after.
Nah, Rich was playing with me.
Wesley
Wicks.
Yeah.
Wesley
Okay,
Wicks.
I heard of him too.
Yeah, he was a point guard there, and took his spot.
He had to go on and part himself.
But it's alright. He understood. When I came here, like when I came to these teams,
they knew it was
niggas understood the assignment.
Yeah, they knew. It wasn't like, cause these are like my friends. Like I grew like Ricky Torres. I knew him before I knew everybody.
Okay.
Cause he lived on my block in the Bronx. He was
Bronx, right? I know he's from the Bronx.
He lived on my block in the Bronx. I knew him before I knew everybody. And then I didn't see him since he was a kid because he moved. And then I saw when he was little, he had long hair. So when I went to the Ravens, he got short hair now. He said, hey, you don't know who I am? No, I don't. Then he said, hey, you remember we used to live? I said, oh.
And he was one of the guys too. St. John's. He went to St. John's.
St. John's. I'm in Rick Torres, boy.
Yeah, he was one of the dudes. I think he graduated probably like 2 years before I came into high school. But I remember just hearing his name so much and seeing him. Like he was one of the dudes in the city.
Yeah, definitely. He could shoot that ball for real, man.
Wow. Yeah, that's what's up, man. So now you go back. You don't go to ABCD camp this year. That's
not junior.
Okay. So you go back to Holderness. How y'all look this year, Holderness? Y'all loaded now.
Cause now your man's in them is there.
Oh yeah. G Dot is there. Got my man Marty from Lithuania.
How they pull Marty from Lithuania?
They had we pulled some strings.
The first 2 years wasn't how you liked it. You had to talk to them like, yo, we need some guys.
Yeah. The coach from Brewster.
Okay.
Brewster's.
Yeah.
If y'all look up Brewster in New Hampshire, that's one of the best.
Yeah, still to this day.
Best boarding prep schools out. They got the most NBA players in history. But my man Coach Smitty, I think he helped us out with Marty.
Okay. He
helped us out with Marty.
And who was y'all playing against up there in New Hampshire? Because I know there's a lot of good prep schools up there in New Hampshire. Y'all had a good schedule.
Our schedule was like, because we was Class C, but we was playing A schools.
Gotcha.
So we had played the Brewsters, New Hamptons.
Putnam Science and all them at the time?
No, I don't think Putnam Science was out yet.
Okay, gotcha.
We was playing all like the New Hampshire teams.
Y'all ain't running to St. Thomas More though, right?
No.
What you would have did to them?
the same I did to everybody else.
It wouldn't have been personal. I feel like that would have been a personal game.
Nah.
Well, everything was personal.
Yeah, every game was personal. I didn't care who it was. I didn't care who I was playing. Once we step on that, I see. You know how today these kids. I wasn't never cool with nobody.
Yeah, everybody. Man seemed different now.
My man was my man. My man D-Lord. That's my man. I wasn't the one that be cool with everybody. Nobody don't never even see me because I be ghost. Yo, they got to get in touch with him to find me.
I just wanted to give a special shout out to my man Lord, man. You've been with this dude since I can remember. I remember it was you, him, and my brother when I was kids. Like growing up, I used to watch y'all dudes all the time, man. Up until when Greg was grown playing in Dykeman, you see Law on the sideline talking his shit. Like I definitely gotta salute you, give you your flowers, man. Word, man. Shout out to D Law, man.
That's a fact.
But yeah. So y'all, like, how do y'all do your junior year? Y'all won the championship and all that, right?
Yeah, we took the knapsack championship.
Okay.
And the funny thing is, I never said I was number one. I was ranked number one in New England. My whole 4 years, I was number one in New England. Bro,
New England covers Massachusetts.
That's what I was about to say. Connecticut, all that shit.
You cover some places.
Massachusetts, Boston, Vermont, Maine.
Yeah, all that.
New Hampshire.
Yep.
Nah, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. So I feel like that might have been your coming out party the junior year. Y'all win the chip and then you come back
to the city.
And
so I'm playing with the Ravens. I get into ABCD.
Okay. For everybody who don't know, ABCD.
Tank, if they don't know, then they don't watch basketball. ABCD, Sonny Vaccaro,
man.
You seen it.
It make it even easy, right? That's where LeBron James came out.
Hello. Yes. He left summer school.
That's
come see Lenny Cook, man.
Yeah, he had to come check him.
LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, that's
everybody
out there.
What pros was there when you was there?
Right, that's what I'm about to get right into.
Danny Green, Monte Ellis.
Monte different.
Blatch.
I mean Andre Blatch. He played with the Nets. Damn, I forgot this kid name. He got the broken arm.
Shit, so let's just think about your class. 05. Gotta have.
Oh yeah, Jeremy Pargo was on my. He was on my team.
Okay.
That nigga was going nuts, man. True story. Word.
I heard y'all played against each other too.
I played against him in Texas. I bust his ass.
All right.
Yeah.
Jeremy Pargo, man. You heard. That's a pro too, man.
Yeah, that's a pro. I bust his ass though. True story.
Yeah. I mean, listen, ABCD camp, this class is 05. You probably got with J.L. Smith and it's got to be there somewhere.
J.L. Smith in 05 too?
They 4, but he went in 03, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, when I went was 04.
Okay, so they going.
Because I graduated in 05.
Got you.
I graduated in 05.
So you got that's like the last batch of the high schools coming out in 05.
Yeah, yep.
So I graduated 05.
So that's why Blatch is there.
So you go from there, you go to
Gerald Green.
They go there. No seniors is there.
Yeah,
right,
just
no
the
juniors going into the seniors.
Juniors to 9th grade.
Shit, is Andrew Bynum? I hate him.
You hate Andrew Bynum? I thought he was real good into them knees.
Was he there?
Andrew Bynum. You know who was there? Matter of fact, Greg Oden.
Okay.
Greg Oden, because
shit, OJ.
We got the same guy, not OJ.
Okay, not OJ.
We got Greg, so I was cool with him. He's quiet. He's 6'11", 7 feet. Only thing, he got some little headphones, sitting in the corner. So I used to play with him all the time, but it was a lot of pros there.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
There's a lot of pros in that camp at that time.
Did your thing?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I'm gonna keep asking you, did you do your thing when you were there? I already know that you did your thing. They gotta know.
Fuck that. So you do your thing. What's your best game and who was your best game against?
My best game against was against a kid that went to Iowa. I don't know his name.
Okay.
But
he was somebody there.
Andre, what's his name? Antoine Walker. And D-Lo was going back and forth. And my uncle, they was going back and forth. Because I was busting his ass. And so it was like Chicago against New York because the kid was from Chicago.
Okay.
I was busting his ass too.
I was busting his ass too.
Yeah, I was busting his ass. So that was my best game out there.
Okay. So coming out of there, you have a solid showing, maybe even better than solid. What it's looking like now? Is everybody? I don't give a fuck if you Division 3. You trying to find somebody in there as recruiting. So
so
everybody there.
So this like my junior year, right?
Right. So I know it's kicking up now.
my junior, I had Illinois.
Because I read a list coming in today, so let's see if you got the memory still.
I had Illinois, I think UMass.
I seen Georgia Tech.
We're gonna get into Georgia Tech.
I seen Tech. I seen George Mason.
George Mason.
St. John's. I seen.
Yeah, St. John's.
James Madison.
Oh yeah, James Madison. James Madison, because my man was there, man.
What do you mean?
Hey, shout him out. Let's go.
I forgot his name.
I forgot his name.
But he was a coach. He was a coach at James Madison, assistant coach at James Madison.
Okay.
Oh, he's a coach. I thought you was talking about a player.
Yeah, he was a coach.
So is this no?
Junior year.
So you got the I remember seeing the Daily News. They did a whole
right in the park, 45th, Baby Rucker.
45th, Baby Rucker, man. That's his hometown.
Yes.
Come on, 43rd and Lenox.
Yeah, they
Just before you go to ABCD King, they shoot the shoot, right?
Yeah, it was before I went. It was before I went. And,
this motherfucker remember everything. I think I remember everything.
Because the funny thing is, these kids in the camp told me I was in the newspaper. I didn't know when they was gonna do it. And that was like a target on me because niggas wanted to play against me in the camp real bad, man.
It's Daily News. It's the biggest paper in the city, man.
Yeah, Daily News.
So
that shit was like a two-page thing.
That's a fact. Yeah, he had both sides.
Both sides, man. Both sides. They did the whole shit.
They really wanted to see me in there. And then it was so good because I was always in New Hampshire. I was always away for high school. So me coming back is like how you feel about coming to ABC? I feel good coming here. Now I've been away for so long. People to see how I became.
So like diving into something like off basketball, right? So you leave. You know a lot of shit going on at home at the time. Is that one of the main reasons why you wanted to leave?
Nah, I wanted to go away because when I went to Mount Carmel, I met a guy that was putting kids in boarding schools in 6th grade, and I wanted to go away since then. Okay, so you just wanted to just go away. I just nothing to do with like the environment. No, I don't care about the environment. I don't pay no mind. I like to be away. I was always a kid. I like to be away.
Because the feeling I get now is like with the city kids, they like to leave now. Like it's a lot of bullshit going on.
And to piggyback off of what you said, I feel like a lot of kids leave, even though it's hurting New York because a lot of kids leave. But I feel like they leaving it because these schools, like the St. Ray's ain't the same St. Ray's no more. There's no more Rice.
Right.
Christ the King still buzzing, but the city schools is not as loud how they was in his era. Like the Rice was like a motherfucking Oak Hill back then.
Hell yeah.
You feel me? You had St. Ray's. You had nationally ranked players from the city. Like right now, it's not a lot of nationally ranked players from the city. They'd be from the state.
I go up and down the rankings all the time just to see like the tri-state. Fuck the city. Yeah. It'd be red, and if it is, it's Jersey.
Jersey, yeah.
If it is, it's Jersey.
Shout out to Jersey, man. Even though I'm rocking with New York, but shout out to Jersey, though.
And when I say New York, I'm not counting Buffalo.
We talking about the 5 boroughs, man.
5 boroughs. That's it. That other shit. And it ain't even. It's 4 because you gotta take a boat to one of them, man. That's mean you out the country. I'm sorry.
Even though shout out to everybody that's hooping though. Shout out. I fuck with everybody from every state, but I definitely fuck with New York City. But so let's get back into this with your junior year. You got the newspaper article and everything. Your name buzzing. You think this is the peak of your name buzzing? This is the peak of PlayStation?
Is it reaching back to where it was like in middle school?
Middle school. That's what I'm saying.
So the PlayStation shit is
because to us locally,
it's citywide.
Right. It's
local. Oh, they don't know you as PlayStation nationally.
They don't know Greg. They don't know.
I mean, shit, Google do.
Nah.
That's what I typed in today.
That PlayStation shit never left me. Wherever I went, they knew that name. Okay. Wherever I went, when I was in New Hampshire, they called me Xbox.
I ain't
Nintendo
like that.
64.
I ain't like that.
I never heard of that.
I seen that shit. Nah, just PlayStation.
Yeah, that's PlayStation. So wherever I went, they knew that name. But
you made them know it.
Junior year, yeah, hell yeah, I'm shaking the shit up, niggas. They gonna know. They gonna know. But
yeah, I remember. Not to cut you off. I remember I played Up in Showstoppers. For those who from Harlem or the Bronx, man, Showstoppers was like the hood tournament. At this time, everybody played like everybody gonna play in it. Yeah. It's the hood tournament.
Bronx. Bronx and Harlem, you was somebody. you walked to that little ass park.
If you seen my first episode, I interviewed my brother Denzel, and we spoke about how I played up with them. Shout out to Zell Watt. I played up with them, and we ran into Greg. So I remember this play vividly, man. I was on the bench because I was way younger.
I know what you gonna say. I remember it too.
My sister baby father, man. Shout out to D Black. I watched Greg. They trying to trap him. I watch him go like this and throw the ball between D Black legs, run past him, catches it, and goes up and dunks on GOAT. They stopped the game and would piss me off so bad they didn't count the point. They say he stepped out of bounds.
Yes, they did.
I said, yo, how, man? That's a game breaker. How? You gotta count that.
Yes, they did.
That's how you know I was there.
Yeah.
They called the point off. I said, no way. Yeah. That shit was a game breaker, man.
Yes, they did.
But that was one of my moments, like, you feel me? I don't even think I got in the game that game. I was just happy to be on the team to watch. You feel me? That shit was crazy.
What you was like, what, 13, 14 tops?
If you don't mind me asking, how old are you, Greg?
37.
37. I'm 32, so I probably was like 12, like 17.
You was younger. I remember that for sure. You was definitely one of the first youngins. For sure.
So now you got the buzz. It's your senior year. It's time. It's time now.
It's time.
Yeah.
What happens your senior year?
It's over. I run New England now.
You run New England now.
Yeah.
So when I came in, I don't know nothing. I'm new now. I'm broken in. I know everything.
Yeah, now everybody know you. You the target now.
Yeah, I'm broken in now. So
I take it too. So you know it's really what it is.
And then we had a long season. We wound up taking it again.
Okay. So back-to-back champs.
Back-to-back champs.
Back-to-back MVP.
Back-to-back MVPs.
Those only chips there, or did more chips come after you?
Those might be the only New England championships
So I
there.
want to know if
Your shit retired?
No.
Why not? We gotta get your shit retired. What's
Holderness,
up?
listen, man. We gonna get you on the line.
Yeah, man. Holderness, we gonna get you on the line,
Get you on
man.
the fucking line, man.
That's legendary, man.
Alright.
So y'all take it, and now you the
High school's over.
Yeah, high school over. What
Are you committed already, or you commit after?
I committed early.
So you committed.
Yeah,
I committed because it's 2 times like when.
But I thought I read that you committed prior to your senior year, correct? On or off?
My senior year, yeah.
Right. So like going into your senior year, you already was committed.
No.
Okay.
In my senior year.
In your senior year.
Yeah.
Got you.
Me, G Dot, and my man Marty, we all signed the same day.
And where did G Dot go?
He went to Maris. G Dot went to Maris.
Okay.
Marty went to Duke.
Okay.
And I signed with Hofstra.
And this is we all know. We all, like,
I gotta get
you
it.
know, Greg, you family. You know I know.
The very next day.
Like he know where I'm getting at.
The very next
Georgia
day.
Tech, man. They come to you.
I mentioned Tech earlier.
What happened with that?
I remember that.
Yes.
Yeah, so look, I always wanted to go to Georgia Tech.
Hello, who wouldn't from New York?
I always wanted to go to
Steph
Georgia
Marbury,
Tech, right?
Kenny A.
Kenny A.
I always wanted to go to Georgia Tech. So I'm a junior.
I'm gonna just tell you what you missed out on, man. You missed out on the A, man. You missed out 4 years of the A.
Let me get my man right, man.
We gonna get there.
You missed out on 4 years of that A, man. That's all I was saying.
We gonna get there.
Lord have mercy, the A. If you know me, you know the A.
Hey, look. My junior year. Was it my junior year? Or my senior year? They had 5-star in Fordham University, and I did not want to go.
Why not?
Cause I just came home from being in New Hampshire. I did not want to go.
I mean, shit, Fordham in the Bronx.
I did not want to be there. I wanted to come home and chill.
Because I want to go home and chill.
But
We're
look,
gonna get into that too, man, before we get out of here.
Look, right? G Dot told my grandmother. So she like, oh, G Dot going to 5-star. Well, why you not going?
Don't forget what she told you.
What she told him, Lord?
You gonna tell you?
She said, I'm like, nah, I don't want to go. I'm alright. I'm gonna just go to the last session because the last session. She like, what, you scared?
No.
You scared to go?
Yeah.
So this is what happened. So my whole time going up there, I'm pissed. While I'm there, I'm pissed. This is lovely. My grandmother loved it. The last day, right? I leave home. I leave ABCD with 7 trophies. I'm the only one in history to ever do that.
ABCD?
I mean, 5-star.
Okay.
5-star. I'm the only person to ever 5-star to ever leave that camp with 7 trophies. 7. And I came home to my grandma and I told her, this is what scared looked like. I couldn't even carry all the trophies.
Yo, let me just, not to cut you off, man. I gotta give a special shout out to Lovey, man. That's my baby right there, man. Yo, she tried to get me into Holderness, man. I fucked it up. Like, she had me in a program and all that. That was at, I think it was like LaGuardia, the Saturday program, man. Yep. And I just stopped going. Like, Lovey tried her best to help me. This was coming out of Mont Carmel because me and Kurt was in Mont Carmel our 8th grade year. Yep. And Kurt went straight there. Me and Kurt was in the program together. She tried to help me again my 9th grade year when I didn't want to stay at All Hallows. And I fucked it up. But Lovey, that's, man, I love Lovey, man. I used to come in the crib, yo. She used to be playing her games on the computer and shit, yo. I love Lovey, man.
Word.
Shout out to her, man. May her soul rest in peace.
She always want to help, man.
Hell yeah.
She always want the kids to be right. That's her main thing. Whatever kid, she want to help everybody. Word.
So, you go, that was your senior year you did that? You go to 5-star? Or that was your junior year?
Junior year going to senior. But she
I think
claimed you to be scared.
I think it was my junior year.
Okay. Junior year?
I think it was my junior year.
So tell us about that Georgia Tech story.
Yeah, so we get the commitment to Hofstra.
So I committed to Hofstra.
Next day we got what?
The very next day, my grandma would call me. So I don't have like no handlers or I don't know about decommitting. I don't know about none of that. Call me. Yeah. At that time, it was like really unheard of. You committed, that's where you was going.
Gotcha.
So the very next day, Georgia Tech called. My fault, I gotta go back. When Lovey said I was scared when I was in 5-star, I did a workout for the head coach.
Of who?
Georgia Tech.
Okay.
So this Paul Hewitt gotta be
in front of the whole camp.
Okay.
In front of the whole.
Shout out to Paul Hewitt.
In front of the whole camp.
Maybe
do like a little shooting drill. Easy joint. Make three, easy. So my junior year, I tried to come back to go to Rice.
I never heard of that.
I tried to come back and go to Rice. So my father and Moe was talking, but
my sit over here with us.
My age, cause you know I did that 9th grade year over. So when I was going to graduate high school, I was going to be 19. So I would never be able to play.
You can't play in the city.
Oh yeah, I would never be able to play my senior year.
Yeah.
But I was going to come back to go to Rice. My
junior. I'd have loved to see that.
Year.
You and Russ?
I did that.
They also helped me with Georgia Tech as well.
Who? Rice?
Yeah.
Shout out to Moe Hicks and them, man.
Yeah, they real solid.
Shout out to Moe. Damn, I'd have loved to see you, Russ.
No,
Russ would have been gone?
No. Me, Russ, Arturo.
Rel coming off the bench or Rel playing the 3 with y'all?
Yeah, me, Russ, and Arturo. And Arturo was always my big man. Arturo the boss, he was always my big man.
Shout out to Artie, man.
From when we was, 7th grade.
Yeah, shout out to Artie, man. Delaware State, Manhattan.
Yep.
Word.
Gotta get Artie up here, man. You gotta get Artie up here.
Yeah, definitely. I'll get him up here, definitely.
But fucking damn, I never knew that, man.
I was gonna come back my junior year and go to Rice. But just because of my age and everything, I didn't do it. And then, it was my senior year. I wanted to...
So when you do the commit, do you commit and sign or you just commit before that?
Commit and sign.
Oh, so you don't sign
it's tough. Nowadays, like certain schools are so solid that if a motherfucker sign and they let them out. But back then them schools.
Yeah.
So Duke know they're gonna get another 5-star.
The schools that was recruiting you, I mean, you can go on the Hofstra, they can see what's going on.
Yeah, they can see you getting recruited by the big. He chose us. Yeah.
The thing, so.
Or did you want to kind of stay home when you came into the house?
When I came, because I was away all the time, so I wanted to stay home. But
I figured that
the number one thing is I should have knew. When Moe Hicks came to my house, I wasn't there. My head coach from my college, I don't even know if he came to my house or not.
Oh, you just said you going to hospital.
I don't know if he came to my house. Word.
Yo, the funny thing, I just interviewed Jig, right? I asked him why he chose Utah over Cincinnati. He said, I wanted to go to Cincinnati. But he said, what's his name? Mick Cronin. He said, when I went to visit Cincinnati, I only seen Mick Cronin at dinner. He said, I didn't see him the rest of the trip. I'm just with Sean Kilpatrick, chilling, this and that. He said, when I had the Utah, He said, yo, they came to my crib. They slept. The coach slept on my couch. He said he had a hotel at the W. He said he slept on my couch. He said right then and there I signed. He said they called.
It's totally different, man.
He said Cincinnati called me like, yo, why you signed with them? He said, yo, bro, this dude just slept on my couch. Like, he said, yo, that showed me, you know, coming from where I come from, that showed me like, yo, family, like, yo, he
sleeping on Lennox, man.
Yeah, he's sleeping on, man. He in Crown Square. Was your situation similar like that?
Nah. You know, I'm always away traveling and doing all this stuff.
Hold on, not to cut you off. Jake told me too. I said, yo, I'm getting Greg up here. He said, man, Greg was one of the best niggas to me when I was young. But he told me he was scared of his dog. You know, yeah, he told me he was scared of his dog.
Look, he had this little dog barking all the time. I don't play with no. I don't care about dogs now, but
at the time,
I'm like, yo, so I'm making him, you know, put the dog in the bathroom. Him, Nate, Charlie Clips, they laugh. They think it's funny. Yeah, I couldn't stand this dog. But that's the funny thing. When they came to see me play from Mont Carmel. When I was playing at State of Truth, his mother was my coach.
Lisa Raw Dog.
Raw Dog. She was my coach.
We spoke about that too.
She was my coach. Word. And he was a baby. Josh was probably.
Josh got me about 2.
How old are you?
like
I'm 32. So Josh about to be 34 this summer.
He was probably 8. He was not scared at 8 years old.
Yo, Josh.
So when seeing him play older, he was not scared at 8 years. Like the stuff. See, I really saw these people I'm talking about. Like I saw them young, so I really and I paid attention. All that spinning and stuff, he was not. That ain't no. That ain't no.
The Georgia Tech though. What happened?
I just didn't. It wasn't nothing I could do because I committed.
And they called me the day after.
They called me the day after. So when you commit, nobody knows.
Yeah.
Nobody. The coaches and stuff, they don't know. They don't know. And my grandmother know I committed to Hofstra.
Inside, so that make it
and
tougher.
I signed them. And the funny thing is, my man from Hofstra, he was the coach at James Madison. He said, why you committed to Hofstra? That's what he said. I ain't have no response from him.
Listen, man, it's a little better now. A lot of these, you know, young hoopers got handlers. The AU coaches is on it.
Yeah, it's totally different.
So it's totally
like I said, if you was in this era, Greg, I feel like you would have made a lot of money off of NIL and just off of social media, because growing up, to be honest, as far as the older dudes, I was hearing Sebastian and PlayStation, and it's not even off of the talent and all that. It's just their name was so fucking popular. Like
the name,
you don't even have to see them play. Like you know the name before you know the face.
That's a fact.
That was the best thing. I hear people talking about, oh, PlayStation, blah blah blah. I'm still, cause you know I'm always quiet. I'm not like, I just be quiet, cooling. You know, PlayStation about to play. I'm right here standing. They don't know it's me.
Nigga, I'm gonna tell you, like I just said, it was you, D-Lo, and my brother all the time. I didn't even know this is PlayStation. They go on PlayStation this, that, and the third. Season one time, my brother calling. I'm like, this is PlayStation. Like this the name that they talking about. This, that, and the third. I'm a young kid. This before I even start running with Team Rock and all that, and start knowing people. Like I'm like, oh, this is him. Facts. I gotta ask you a question. I gotta ask this. You and Aaron 1-on-1.
Oh yeah, I lost. He beat me.
Yo, Say said he was so tight and you was so tight. He said you threw the ball over this shit.
No, I threw the garbage.
Oh, threw the garbage. Yeah.
True story.
Aaron that can shoot.
Yeah,
let me tell you something though. That this day, when I got the name PlayStation, I played against him in 45th. He got MVP. I got sportsmanship.
For those who don't know sportsmanship, that's like MVP when you lose the game.
That's sportsmanship, right? So me playing him 1-on-1, I really wanted to bust his ass, but nobody didn't even know why. But it was cause that game when I got that nickname, this nigga, he got MVP. I was pissed, but he was able to really shoot.
I tell people when you played him 1-on-1,
he could shoot. It ain't like no he making one. Just,
Yeah,
he could shoot. Yeah, and I lost.
He wasn't better than you though. No.
He wasn't nowhere near better than me. But if somebody could just stand still and don't move.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's weak. He's just checking it up. He's shooting. And he's
shout out to
like it was like this. I'm checking. He's just shooting the shit. Checking. Word.
I ain't gonna lie. One
and I was young. It wasn't
that was young shit.
You didn't. When you young, you just playing. You're not thinking. Let me check it to him and hold him and foul him. You're not thinking that. You just throwing the ball. He just. Yeah, I lost that shit. True story.
You was pissed.
I was real mad. That was my man too, but I was mad though. His mother was talking shit to me. She's so nice. Great lady too. Great.
Shout out to her, man.
Great.
So Mom Dukes was there at the game?
Yeah, his mother was talking shit to me too.
Yeah, now his mom's getting into that. His mom's getting into that.
She gonna support him. She's
Trav was nice.
Trav was nice. I remember Trav was nice.
Going to jail, Trav was like that, man. He was tough, man. Yeah, he's that long-haired bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's probably like 2 years older than me, but Trav was nice.
He was nice.
You know, they lived on 4th, so we all in Jackie Rob. Trav was nice, but he started going to jail and shit. But fucking, so you go to Hofstra. It
was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare then. My first game, I scored 12 points in 12 minutes in my first game. 12 points, 12 minutes. So I'm playing against Florida International.
Okay, FIU.
My man, Elvis Laura. Elvis Laura, he played with me with the Ravens. So me and him was the only two that didn't go the same race that he played that played with the Ravens. And I played against him my first game. 12 points in 12 minutes, true story. I missed 7 free throws. I thought I was gonna be rock and roll after this.
So
you couldn't tell me I was gonna be scoring, rocking and rolling. For my first year, it was decent. Second year, it was okay.
I mean, the last 2 years you start damn near every game.
My last 2 years,
they not letting you play.
So my job, my coach made me I have to get everybody involved. And he only want me to shoot from right here.
Hey yo, remember we was just talking about earlier?
Yeah.
We love the coaches that let us do what the fuck we want to do.
He needed one of those.
He threw like chains on me, but
handcuffs.
Let me tell you something. Act like a team was pressing.
Oh, he throwing you. He giving you the ball and actually bring the press.
Now they call me. I'm averaging 2 points. They call me PlayStation Johnson on TV. Averaging 2 points.
I remember.
PlayStation Johnson. Now I'm worldwide. It's different now.
I remember.
Now they call me PlayStation Johnson on TV, right? They throwing presses on. I'm playing against VCU.
I seen the game.
VCU. They throwing a press on. My coaches, so they call me play. They'll play. I come in. I'm watching my coach is walking this way. I'm going this way.
This shot is smart, VCU.
Yeah.
It gotta be shot is smart. VCU.
Hold on.
With that
I gotta ask you something. Eric Maynor. I heard he said you the best point guard he ever played against.
Best point guard he ever played against. I don't know how he's not in the NBA. And I averaged 2 points.
That coming from Eric Maynor, he's seen some
Maynor
motherfuckers.
Tough, man.
Eric Maynor, I found out about Eric Maynor when he kicked our ass with Duke, man.
Yeah, brotherhood always.
But he said that to you?
No, he said that on an interview.
He said it on an interview.
It was an interview when he like his first year in the NBA. Okay, see, he said that.
What that meant to you?
I didn't see it, but I heard it. Like a couple of people called me.
I know that meant a lot to you though.
But he loved playing against me though.
Yeah, I played against a lot of times.
Only in college, we met in college.
Y'all was in the same league.
Yeah,
we same conference.
At the time,
what's that?
The
CAA, Colonial.
They was there in the Colonial, yep.
True story. But yeah, he was a good guard. He was out of the guards I played against. He was like one of the decent guards. The best guard I probably played against was Gary Nail.
Gary Nail.
If y'all ever
Townsend Spurs.
I played against him and JJ Barrero. If y'all know who that is?
Oh, come on now.
Come on. Dallas now. Who you played against him at?
I played against both of them in college. Those was the
Who
best.
JJ Barrero went to?
He went to Northeastern. Nobody don't know. You want to talk about something like a pass?
5'6". I know he's strong as an ox.
Pass. But those are the two best players I played against. Two players I played against that was like.
Maynor behind them?
Maynard's in my class. These two is like
what's ahead?
They was ahead of me, but I'm guarding them. But
So what happened where you say you walking past the coach?
Oh, so whenever somebody press me, he always call a play. I go in the game. Once I get the ball, he's always like up here at the top of the where the dash is at.
Okay.
Every time I'm breaking the press, we always pass each other like this. So he got his back to me, like he know I'm gonna break the press. Like I got so much confidence in you to break this press. I know you're gonna break. And the funny thing is, let me tell you something. This is another thing.
Right.
When we have practice, right? So you have a 5-on-5. He'll put 7 players, 8 players, 9 players, everybody
If you can get through the press.
to try to get the ball from me.
Yeah,
That's tough.
And not so humbly, not one time the niggas got the ball from me.
So humbly.
That's why I tell you my shit is really different. But I got this handle dribbling shit
Yo,
over the
bro.
fucking string.
Shit like
If they
that.
talk about this shit, I should be number 1 in the fucking world. Cause some niggas shit ain't like me.
Take a shot, man. Take a shot. Yo, Tank, man. Salute.
Yeah, you know it. You know it, man.
Nah, but definitely you have. I told Jiggy too. Both of y'all have like some of the best handles I've seen, and they say, I guess it's just the New York in us, but y'all, I watched y'all handle is like you can't work on that shit. God just blessed y'all with that
that
shit.
shit ain't some
Just like
shit
you just
bro.
said. Jig said the same thing. He said, "Yo, Key, I never worked on a spin move." He said, "I was
No.
fat. I couldn't do shit else. I gotta spin. Once I spin on you, you on my back. You
On my
can't
back.
take it from me."
That's a fact.
You like I really watched him on TV, and they set up the press, and I really watched him break the whole press. But y'all was winning. They was doing a fouling game. Like they couldn't foul him or nothing. He breaking the press. I'm like, yo, god damn.
Yeah.
Like,
That's a thing. That's why you gotta be a wizard with this fucking ball, man. In today's world, nobody can teach the dribbling.
cause you can't teach reaction.
That's what it is.
You can't teach reaction.
You
Like
can
said,
react
got
to
the feel.
someone.
But you could teach moves.
Oh yeah. You can teach that, but you can't teach reaction and film. No.
But you could get your instincts quicker. You could work on your instincts.
Yeah,
I
because
believe
you
that.
know what you're supposed to do, so now your instinct's gonna go into
Definitely.
what you was taught.
Definitely.
Was you a workout dude or
No, I just played the
Hell
one.
no.
I never worked on my game.
never?
We talked about that earlier.
I played a lot of basketball. Like
So those was your reps?
that was my reps, playing in the park and having games. That was my rec, having practice with my team. Me going to the park, I'd probably go to the park. That was a waste of my time. I was going to the park. I was going to the park to play run falls. But working on my game, like how they have training now. That's why I said when I worked out with Turtle, that's when I worked out. But
And Turtle just rebounded. He ain't really
Yeah.
good. He ain't Chris Brickley. But I feel that way too with this era. Like this era got a lot of perks. Like
Oh, now hell yeah. The gym.
even my era. So imagine Greg era. My era wasn't. We had to go on the Tank. You know, like I used to go on the park, work on my own game. Tank he wasn't even a basketball player. This is just my best friend. So
Yeah.
I want to play ball.
That's a fact.
He's like, yo, fuck, I gotta play ball too. Like we outside together. Like
That's what made me start hooping.
Yeah, like it was
Facts.
just that, and then I started meeting people. I met your cousin,
Yeah.
Kurt. Like we all love the hoop, so we not working on our game, but we're going to Minnesota. We're gonna play for 5 hours.
Yes.
You're gonna get good like that.
That's a fact.
You feel me? Shit like that. But now these kids got the outlets they got now. I feel like I don't believe I was gonna ever be a pro, but I feel like if I had them outlets, I could at least been a D1 player or something like that.
Definitely.
That shit, you could have probably been a pro if you had those outlets.
it's so funny, right? So my father said at 4 years old I was able to make it in the basket. At 4 years old I was able to make it in the basket. At 4 years old on the 10 feet rim. They got kids playing basketball once they born.
Yeah, they 6 years old running the
Yeah,
circuit.
these kids are so
Hey,
young.
first grade running the circuit.
They so young playing. The only play we could play is gauchos. When I was a kid,
Yeah, because they had this little startup shit then when you
it was
start.
me.
Elementary.
It was
Elementary,
me.
yeah.
It was me, little Chris, and
Shout out to Chris.
Pink Lick Mike. My man, Pink Lick Mike.
Wadio.
Wadio. Oh,
Yeah.
I seen you and him have
Shout out to
I'm
Wadio.
gonna get into both of them.
Yeah, me and my man, Pink Lick Mike.
Shout out to Chris, because when I just talked about the handle, Chris Poe is one of them too.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
definitely with you and Jig with the handle. His handle is crazy. I know he didn't work on that handle.
Nah, he did.
He just got it. He's 5'5". He just got the handle. But I seen you and Mike Wadio have a duel in 4/5 record. I don't know if you remember. That's when Mike Wadio broke his nose in Fort Rucker. You don't remember that? Y'all had it. Yeah, that was a good ass game. I didn't even know Mike Wadio at the time, but that gave me a respect for him because nigga, I know you. I'm like, yo, this is great.
Yeah.
Y'all was going head up. I ain't gonna lie, y'all was going head up.
Yeah, we knew each other since 7 years old.
Y'all was going head
Since
up.
7
I didn't
years
even
old,
know
I
Mike
got
at the time.
7 years old. Every time we played, we always went at it. All the time. All the time. Go back and forth, back and forth. Word.
So, to go back into Hofstra, so your last 2 years you start. You don't like how it goes?
Nah, because my coach, the type, his system is, he want one person to be the man. Mm-hmm. So we depend on one person. So my last year was Charles Jenkins. The year before that was Anton Agudio. The year before, my first 2 years was Lawrence Stokes.
Lawrence Stokes was tough.
Mm-hmm.
Lord, you told me about him. I remember you told me. I think it was IS8. You said he came in with the glasses or some shit like that.
Yeah, he used to wear glasses.
Yo, I don't forget nothing, Lord.
Yeah, he used to wear glasses. Word. He's a dead scorer, but he depend on one person. So my junior year, I'm thinking I'm gonna rock. I just couldn't get right there.
You never thought about transferring?
Right. Like the way this shit is now with the portal being open.
Yeah,
the portal right now, Greg would have left his freshman year.
Yeah, transfer.
When you could play?
Yeah, you could play right away there.
That should never it never crossed my mind to leave.
You lost a love for it or something?
I was about to ask that, like, you being in, did that shit take the love away from basketball, away from you?
It didn't really take. It didn't take the love. It didn't take the love away.
Because you already said that you didn't work.
I just felt like I just played for so long.
Gotcha.
I played for I was playing from like 7, 6, 5, like young. So I played for so long. So
you had a name for so long. When you have a name for so long, where you have a target on your back for so long,
every day.
Exactly, it's expectation every day. And certain people, like, motherfucker don't want to hear that shit every time they come to hoop. Like, yo, we got PlayStation. We got
PlayStation today.
Like, so everybody want to be like. Everybody want to be the hunter at a point.
Yeah.
You was the person that's getting hunted.
Yeah, all the time. My man A Butter told me. He said, with this name you got, you better be ready to play every time.
Yeah.
This is what he told me from young.
Shout out to A Butter, man. I need A Butter up here too, man.
He used to come to my games when I was younger, and that's what he told me. He said, with this nickname you got, you better be ready to play, cause they gonna come for you.
Yeah,
that's his exact words.
What you said?
I ain't say nothing. I always listen. I had to make sure I was ready.
That's how I this motherfucker, man. He's so humbly confident.
Yo, I just had to make sure I was ready, yo.
Nigga, let them come.
Yeah, I just had to I was just ready, man, for whatever. It don't matter. That was what it was.
So after you finished at Hofstra, you got thoughts of going overseas?
See, I felt like I was like I had a curse on me or something. Cause I didn't have no overseas nothing.
You don't got no curse, man. You blessed, man. You went to school 4 years free.
No, that was great. I loved it all. I cherished it. I made my 4 years was worth it. I made it worth it.
Come on, man. I know. I told you, feel me. I know.
I made. Well, I'm gonna get mine. I made that shit worth it. But I wanted to go overseas, but I got an agent. I got an agent that he just became an agent. So they couldn't really.
I mean, but you know them niggas had, like, you know, they had the little camps. You ain't want to do one of those?
I went to one in South Carolina.
Okay.
I went to one in South Carolina. I drove down there all the way from I went to do
That's dedication.
I drove down there. I went to North Carolina first. I thought it was in North Carolina. They changed the address, so I had to fucking drive all the way to South Carolina. I was a little late, but.
You say you late to everything. You don't want to be late.
I was trying to be early. This shit like this. I was trying to be early, but I was late, man. But they knew who I was though.
PlayStation. They better know.
Oh, they knew who I was. The guys that was in they knew who I was. I ain't know nobody there.
How you feel there? How you feel there? Like, you did good?
I did decent.
You did decent.
I didn't do good because we had to do some ladders, like one ladder, like it's called a beep test.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's like you hear the beep, you gotta get there and probably get back before the beep. And I didn't do good on that. And I used to do that in high school, so I know the test. I used to always kill it in high school, but I think after I got out of college, I was just like.
So to me, it sounded like Hofstra took a lot from you, like just playing wise.
It just took a little bit of love.
A little bit of love out of it.
It took the love out of it. Like
I could see it just
the way when you said like every time you was going to camps, I killed this, I killed
joy,
that.
yeah.
When you go to this shit now, I did decent.
Cause now
you ain't never do decent among the niggas who was the elite of the elite, but now you around.
Now, see, from when I started playing through high school, it was I'm playing. Mm-hmm. Once you go to college, it's a business. I didn't know that. That's what I didn't know. The business part. That's what. That's the main thing. When it's a business, now your coach can do whatever they got a superior. Yeah. They got somebody that they got to listen to, and they got to follow with that.
Let them know, because these kids don't know that shit nowadays.
Let me tell you this for all the kids. Once you go to college, right, your mother and father don't matter no more.
Oh, you sign that paper?
Your mother and father, they can't do nothing for you. You gotta listen to what the coach say.
That's a fact.
You gotta listen to what the coach say. You better be happy you get a cool coach. You got a cool coach that'll listen to your mother and father, but that's what I'm saying, they not listening to your mother and father. They don't matter. So all that they come to your games and talking and telling your coach what to do. Once you get to college, that's out the window. Out the window.
Majority of the kids don't even know that scholarships is year to year. Mm-hmm. Like I could pull your scholarship at any time. That's a fact. It's year to year. That shit is one by one.
To me, man.
That shit one by one. I could go. I got like that's how they do shit sometimes. But like, let's say I'm the number one nigga in the nation. Y'all ain't recruiting me. Y'all might got all scholarships. You not telling me I can't come to St. John's.
I've been through that, matter of fact, because
if I say I'm coming, you gonna pull the nigga who's the 13th or 10th scholarship to say you gonna redshirt this year or you gonna pay this year. Which one you gonna choose?
The one Wagner said it. He said he wanted to come back to school and Kyler Perry.
I'm not even giving you a scholarship.
You don't have a scholarship.
So how you
go to the pros? You're done.
Correct.
You don't have no scholarship.
You're not signing on for 4 years.
That's how
they don't know this. A lot of kids don't know that.
These kids today is just playing.
Yeah, they're just playing.
They playing, and they parents see dollar signs.
Yeah, that NIL and all that shit.
And you gotta. It's so messed up. A lot of parents is messing up these kids, man. When I played, it wasn't no parents, but it was my grandmother at the game. But you ain't really see no parents like that at the game.
And then even when you got your parents at the game, they don't really know. Like
my grandmother did not know nothing.
Greg, I always tell motherfuckers like I didn't have. Like my dad, my moms didn't come to my games. Even though I know what my dad was doing. My dad was working 7 days a week to make sure that it's either you want me at this game or you want these motherfucking Jordans and these headbands and shit that you want.
Yeah.
So I never got mad that he wasn't at the game. So I know what would come with it. But nowadays, these parents is going.
They taking off for work. They taking off for work.
Nigga, they got the flying out, yo. They did. That's a fact.
Flying out. Like I say my pops probably been to 3 of my games, and I don't regret him not being there because he was taking care of the family.
Yeah. Same. I really don't remember too much.
My sister
was there.
The one that, you feel me? Me and my sister.
See, I have family there. That's the thing.
Yeah,
both have family there. That's the thing. As long as you got somebody there.
Yeah, my sister 3 little men. She ain't know nothing, but she just that's my baby right there. She just was there to support me.
My motherfucking sister used to hold a motherfucking broom over the rims so they could shoot it. Word. That ass. When they got real, my sister used to mean, what?
I know it's so fun. I'm laughing. I hear y'all towards your sisters.
Yeah.
I'm y'all big brothers.
Yeah.
Yo,
cool friends. I know both of y'all sisters.
Him and Lo, they watched me grow up, man.
Family.
Not to even get off topic, man. I remember this story with D-Lo, man. You supposed to be on the camera with us, but he so humbly, he didn't want to be over there. But I remember D-Lo, I'm like, y'all want to get waves. You remember this shit? I'm like, y'all want to get waves. He had my mom's crib. This one I was living on tap. He puts the do-rag on me. He doing it on purpose. He put the line over here. He fucking the do-rag up and had me looking mad stupid, yo. That's how young I was around him. Like, that goes to show you like how young I was around him.
I was around both of y'all.
Young.
That's why I'm laughing, man.
Before I moved to go to Brooklyn, this nigga in my crib, Low in the crib. Niggas ain't waking up Sunday mornings, going to the church, all type of shit. I remember that shit. Going to games, I remember that shit. Word.
To get back, let's get back now. You play with the Globetrotters.
Yeah. I played one season with the Globetrotters.
One season.
How was
Okay.
that?
It was cool. We're going state to state, city to city.
You doing the shit that you like to do. Shake motherfuckers up.
State to state, city to city, doing tricks.
So hold up, is it really true the Washington Generals never beat the Globetrotters?
It's rigged.
I mean,
It's rigged?
shit. The way, come on.
Even if they scoring, they might be up one way or another.
Dead clock right twice a day, motherfucker. I gotta win somehow.
Yeah, they don't.
How?
They just don't let them win.
Yo, the shit like
How was it?
20,000.
It was cool.
Never win.
It was cool. I learned it was a kid named Blender. He's from, I think, from the Bronx. He was teaching me tricks. Word, he was teaching me tricks.
Just mastering it.
Massive. Like, we playing, let's say we in a Staples Center. He'd teach me a trick. I add it to my my routine and do it. Like I think he'd teach me a trick. We in the locker room, he'd teach me a trick. Once we get out, I do that trick in our routine. That's how quick I get it.
Cause that's the field.
Quick. And he has some tricks. I ain't never seen anybody have tricks like him.
So why was only one season? Like you was done with it?
Yeah, I didn't like
It wasn't your type of basketball.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like it.
So after that is, I want to jump into this because I feel like I wanted to see, even it's selfish of me. I wanted to see you play streetball more.
Yeah, me too.
I wanted to see because I feel like when you played Dykeman, the Dykeman that I seen you play, they ain't get the PlayStation that motherfuckers wanted to see because it wasn't the prime PlayStation. I wanted to see you play that shit when you was
college,
college and
06,
shit like that.
Yeah.
Because the
I
kids,
agree.
they know the name, but they didn't see the prime PlayStation.
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
Old.
You felt old?
You felt old? You still look good. I seen you on Mousy in the backcourt, but I'm like, yo, it seemed like I was seeing like Dell was older than y'all, right?
But like you said earlier though, the love for the game was going.
Yeah.
So it's like getting out there now. It's like I'm just here to hoop.
I'm just here.
Some niggas is paying. I'm just here for a couple hours a day.
I'm just here when Dykeman was my favorite tournament. Dykeman was my favorite tournament.
Go back to Showstoppers. I would have loved to see that girl.
That's what
and Dykeman. I would have loved to see that girl.
Because you was a bucket. Go get a.
You was a.
Wait.
And that was 18. I would like to see that 18-year-old.
Let me see. Wait. What year y'all talking about Dykeman?
What year?
2010s and all that.
Y'all had a team? That's when y'all had Sean Banks in them.
Yeah, 2 years.
What year?
I was rock and rolling then. No.
No, you was looking good.
I love Dykeman. It ain't no helping.
I'm talking about when the Dykeman got to what Dykeman was building to be, you was playing at the time, you wasn't the same station to me. When you was there. So this is like early 2010s when you up there.
I'm a little now.
Yeah.
It's so you know the difference is when y'all saw that shit, I'm just dribbling, I'm just bugging.
You doing it off of
now I'm
you probably was always playing Dykeman, but I'm saying when we was coming up there to catch you.
You got the mindset.
Yeah, now
because I know I wasn't up there to see until like 2012.
Yeah,
me going to Dykeman for me like 2012.
Yeah, I was thinking.
KD with the record 2011. I ain't go to Dykeman.
Yeah. So when I said I was old, I was thinking a lot more.
I wanted to see the bug out PlayStation.
I know you gonna be ashamed.
I don't give a fuck if you get turnovers or not, man. I want to see you shake a nigga up and go crazy.
Yeah, I got a couple of bodies up there too.
I know, nigga, I was there.
What's his name? Dwight Hardy.
Okay.
Dwight Hardy?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Dwight Hardy from right over here, man. I made Dwight, man. I need you, man.
I made a lot of people fall.
Who else though?
2 other guys.
2 other guards? Afri?
Nah. You know, I ain't trouble, but
Dykeman in the chokehold.
Yeah,
yes, he did.
Yeah, so yeah, you say he had a chokehold when he played against me. I was busting his ass. That's it. True story.
Iona.
Who the nigga got Iona?
Bert? No.
He's to the league.
Oh, the passing nigga.
Oh, Scott Machado.
I knew it had to be him.
He gave him 30.
Easy.
Like never one of them dawns, man.
Toast to that, man.
I ain't even got no more drink.
Oh shit.
That's cool. Don't worry about it.
Big soda.
This nigga still downstairs, but fucking
catch another run.
So after
But I know what y'all mean though about
yes.
that old butter.
stage,
Bring that thing out. That butter. That tap.
When I was seeing you,
that bop.
when I was seeing you, I was 12. It's not the same as me seeing you as 25. Cause now at 25, I'm talking my shit. Yeah. At 12, I'm just a fan. Like, you feel me?
You might have been 10, Key.
10 probably, nigga. At that time, with Greg playing Indictment, I'm standing next to you. You talking your shit like.
Yeah. Not fast though.
And I'm like, yo, you're gonna always have a handle because it's natural.
Yeah.
You're gonna always have a handle. They can put you in the shit right now. You're gonna have a handle.
Yeah.
And be able to do you. But so after Globetrotters, it's over or you?
Yeah, I was playing in a little couple of tournaments and I just started training. Training kids.
Training kids. That's what you into now.
Yeah.
You got a son.
Yeah.
He hoop?
Nah, he played basketball. He boxed now.
Okay.
That's what he was doing.
How you feel about that fight yesterday?
We were just talking about that a little earlier off the camera.
It was okay.
It was okay? More okay.
That's what I'm saying. I was trying to say
that's one of the best fights I've seen in the last 5 years.
Thought
he said he felt Lomo won.
Yeah, I really
I
felt
don't knock him.
From the angle I was watching it. It looked like he won.
I want to rewatch.
Yeah.
But
something like that.
I watched,
that was a real technical fight. You gotta see it more than one time.
Yes, I agree.
I feel like that unanimous was insane.
Yeah, like
split decision or go one way.
Decision or draw.
Or draw, that's what I mean.
Yeah, 115, 113 one way, or 115, 113 another way, and then 114, 114. Yeah. That's a draw.
And I want to see them again, but Haney not taking them.
No way.
He know what Lomo coming with.
Nah,
he felt that. He said, I'm not taking them no more.
If the pressure be put on by
you gotta put on pressure. Let's do it.
Gotta go because Bradley fought Pacquiao again.
And you're not losing nothing because you already got one win.
That's a fact.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do a trilogy if you lose.
Agreed.
So Greg, I just want to ask you a question. It's something my brother he put on to me with the key to the game.
Yeah.
I just want to ask you your key to the game. When I say key to the game, it's like what's your knowledge or motivation or inspiration you can give to the youth or to your younger self? Because I feel like the youth right now is like they on knock boom time. Like I don't understand it, but just what's some words of wisdom you can give to them or your younger self that can help you in the long run that would have made you a better
or
you.
Even push them forward.
Yeah, speak on it, Tank.
So like Keith said earlier, like the question key to the game was the concept. I felt like we need to have a concept of us closing out every interview. So I came to him with the whole idea of,
and I loved it.
Let's make sure that when we close out, we want a key to the game of knowledge that you'll share with yourself, maybe if you can. Because like I always tell Key, man, that mirror that you might look in, that shit said a lot of you. Or you could talk to someone who's trying to go to where you went. Trying to push you a little further. So like if a nigga might be playing JV, he trying to get the Voss, or a nigga in Voss trying to get D1. What would you share with him? Or if this person who felt like he failing in school, he got an A. I mean a B, he trying to get an A, or C trying to get a B. What would you share with them? Just anything that you'll share with the youth just going forward.
If you really want it,
or yourself.
If you really want it, you gotta really be consistent, and you gotta really believe you can do it.
Right.
And the impossible is always possible, no matter what.
See, I said that earlier.
The impossible is always possible, but you got to really. It takes a lot of hours to be great. It takes a lot of hours to be great. A lot of hours to be great.
What said, man? Possible takes a week.
That's a fact.
A lot of hours to be
great. Difficult take a day. Impossible takes a week, man.
I'm telling you, man. You want to be great? Whatever you do, it takes hours to do it, man. That shit don't come like this. Some people be lucky, man.
Yeah, some people luck up, man.
But it takes a lot of hours to be great, man.
You gotta. Where we from, man? We get it out the mud.
That's a fact.
We get it out the mud, man.
That was the difference, man.
You hear him, man? That's the key to the game, man. That's the key to the game, man. And I'm just gonna wrap this up, man. I appreciate your time, your effort. You could have been anywhere in the world today. You here with us.
Family, man.
Family, man. I appreciate you, bro.
All right.
Just gonna wrap this up, man. That's episode 3, man.
Episode 3.
This Tank, man. This
I'm
kid.
here, man. I'll be here
Play,
every
man.
episode.
Greg
going forward.
PlayStation Johnson, man. Brand name, man.
Let's go.
Brand name, man. Best handle
I
in the
see
market.
the socks you had on today.
Yo. Yeah. What's up with the
I see the
socks?
socks you had on today.
I know it's coming to the door, you know.
Alright.
Listen,
I
man.
see the socks you had on today.
He got the PlayStation socks on, man. I need some merch, man.
And that's a wrap.
That's
man.
a wrap, man. Right.
I love y'all, man.
Love you
know
too,
that.
man. Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it, man.